Well, I think I found Margaret Leonard. Well, most of her.
Are we sure this is Margaret Leonard? I don't know. Kind of looks a little bit more young to be Margaret Leonard. Could be a smokescreen.
Uh-oh. That doesn't look good.
I mean, for a woman who doesn't want to be found, faking a death is not all that, uncommon.
Well, hello, boys!
Mr. Murphy, you need to come with us if you want to live.
Seriously?
Just kidding. What was going on in there? You know the drill.
He got to say
Why
it
do
this
so
time.
many people around you end up dead?
We got something added to our inventory, a vehicle compliance complaint. It was inevitable.
Well, everybody dies eventually.
But not all at once. Did you kill Margaret Leonard?
PI 303.
Come on, Danwich. If I killed her, what'd I do with her head? Eat it?
But we keep walking in on you with all these dead bodies. You must be the unluckiest guy in the world.
Or the luckiest, because I find the dead bodies and you don't. You don't even know that there's a dead body until I find it. So, come on, give me some props here.
Well, I don't know if I'm number one, but I'll tell you, I'm in the top 10. I'm also in the top 10 of the luckiest, but don't ask me why.
I don't care why, I just want to know who.
Wait a second, how do we even know it's Margaret Leonard? I mean, maybe that's why they took the head.
Yeah, that might have worked 100 years ago, but now we've got apps for that. We've already got a positive ID.
It's kind of fun, isn't it? I mean, kind of working together, bouncing ideas, sharing information. I mean, what if I said I had some information might help your investigation?
I'd say you were withholding evidence.
No, I said I might have something.
No, you said you
Wah-wah.
had something that might help.
Yeah, oops. Look, Danwich, you seem like a stand-up guy, and I know you don't want any vigilantism, so I'll play it by the book. I think I have video that might have been shot by the guy who killed Margaret Leonard. I'm just gonna hand it to you, and hope you'll cut me some slack.
It's on your smart, Alex? Let's have it.
Oh man, he gets the green wallpaper? I want that.
The guy in the video's Mason Bowers.
And this is the guy you think was abducted. The problem is there's no evidence of anyone being abducted, so I can't investigate. My hands are tied.
Well, mine, as you see.
I may have seen this guy before on some kind of surveillance video.
A surveillance video, you say?
The video could have shown you in your apartment talking to an elderly lady. There may have been another man there as well, a mutant of some kind, who might have jumped you. The elderly lady, in theory, could have appeared to have injected you when you were restrained. In the ensuing struggle, you might have been knocked out on the fire escape.
And when would Bowers have shown, hypothetically?
Right after you were knocked out, tore through the apartment in pursuit of the old lady.
So everything that I've told you matches up, and we're both looking for Mason Bowers.
Are you familiar with a program called VCT, Vehicle Compliance Tracking? All cars come with sensors that report when one is out of compliance. For example, when you have your right front headlight shot out, if you could access the VCT database, which is illegal and highly inadvisable, you would find a list of all vehicles with the right front headlight shot out. If you could provide more information on the vehicle, you can access an ID and an address from the registration.
Any chance this might have been the vehicle seen in the Maldonado surveillance video?
I gotta get back to work, Murphy. If you got questions, ask them. And then stop wasting my time with this speculative nonsense.
Well, it's time to be speculative, you know.
I know who Zach Williams is, and who his associates are. I'd advise you to keep your distance.
Okay, so we won't ask we won't ask Zach any more questions from now on. It's obvious, you know, we hit a brick wall whenever we try to talk to him.
Don't recognize the face. Sorry.
You might recognize the ass. I'm sorry I don't have a photo of that.
That's Margaret Leonard? I'll have to take your word for it. A speeder with a broken headlight on the front passenger side? No idea what you're talking about.
As soon as I got back from the new San Francisco Police Department, I had an urgent message from Rook. It seems Rook had a soft spot for Margaret and wanted to bring her some justice. He told me he had another interested party in the Tesla cache, a Count St. Germain, who was staying at the Golden Gate Hotel. Maybe he could divulge some answers.
One hears a great deal about Tex Murphy on Chandler Avenue. To what do I owe this pleasure?
Word is you're a big fan of Nikola Tesla, or at least his stuff.
Yes. Your local pawn shop has a remarkably extensive offering of Tesla paraphernalia. Certainly the largest cache I've found this side of Belgrade.
You mind if I ask what your interest is in Tesla?
I gather you're at least somewhat familiar with the story of the Tesla cache? I believe some of the items Rook has were part of the Tesla cache, but he refuses to divulge how he obtained them. I presume from Margaret Leonard, or some third party who got them from her.
Shocking. Rook normally would cut off his right arm if he thought somebody'd buy it.
I've spent many years searching for something. My hope is to find a clue as to its whereabouts in Tesla's letters or journals. But the trail has led me here. Tell me, Mr. Murphy, do you know the name J.T. Donnelly?
Yeah. I mean, I just heard about it, but he was a PI, and he lived around here back in the 1940s.
At the Ritz, in the very room in which you now live. An intriguing connection.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting and maybe a little weird, but it's not a connection.
But it's so much more than that. Back in Donnelly's time, there was a man known as the Sleeping Prophet, Edgar Casey. He made a compelling case for the belief that most of us have lived past lives.
You're losing me.
Come now. You've said on more than one occasion that you felt as if you'd been born a century too late. A man out of time, as it were. Tell me, do you have disturbingly realistic, vivid dreams of another era?
What? You know about my dreams? I must be getting incredibly broad-minded in my old age. So what are you saying? I was J.T. Donnelly in a former life?
We could explore that possibility, but first, have eggs ever appeared in your dreams?
Oh, I love eggs, of course. Poached, over easy, scrambled. I mean, they're certainly nature's wonder food.
There are affordable accommodations in better parts of the city. Something could have been drawing you
Man,
specifically
he is sweating
to
up
the
a
Ritz.
storm.
Don't you agree?
Yeah, cheap rent. Could you maybe help me out with these memories? Help me interpret these dreams?
If you could find this egg, or even put me on its trail again, I have certain techniques, such as regression and channeling, that could help you recall past events. And, I should add, the egg is worth a fortune. Which I would gladly pay.
This guy seems...
Talk for a few minutes longer,
This
but I
guy
tell him I
seems
need
totally
to get back
trustworthy.
to the case. This is way beyond my comprehension. Mystical eggs? Mind regression? Past lives? It's boggling. Margaret spoke of an egg being held by a religious fanatic who prays. Was it the Tesla egg I found in the wall at the Ritz? If so, It would have been there for over 100 years. Does it have some sort of channeling power from the person who possessed it? Well, Mason Bowers is still the key. I need data for the VCT so I can find out who kidnapped him. I better start asking around.
Time for some good old-fashioned detective work. You should talk to potential witnesses and see if they know anything about the suspicious vehicle involved with the abduction.
We're going to take a look at some more graduates from the Savant School for the Exceptionally Gifted.
Hey, that's my ex-wife's boyfriend. The green screen leads me to believe that they're going to Photoshop someone else in later.
Yeah, possibly a Kylo Ren helmet or something. Oh look, it's Rory Williams.
I don't know if I trust this guy.
Oh, he's totally trustworthy.
Hey, get a haircut, hippie.
Well, Tex don't like the bangs.
He looks a little too young to be in here. The Cardinals?
Yep, the Cardinals, and apparently they are champions.
Get this guy an agent.
He probably already has one.
If William H. Macy were more handsome, he'd look like this.
Or less handsome, actually.
Most likely to take over the world.
With those sun-bleached highlights? Probably.
Most likely to pose in front of leather-bound books. I'll make him an offer he can't refuse. Oh, sure. Show off that you were in Paris.
Oh, yeah. Paris is the place to go, you know.
Dad, are you back from the grocery store?
Oh, that's a bad joke, Tex. And you know it.
You know, the older I get, the younger everyone else seems to look. That is easily in the top 10 best mustaches I've ever seen. I have the funniest feeling that this guy is pantsless.
Oh, wait. Is this that one musician dude? That James Blunt dude?
Groovy. Hey, party on, dude. Hey, it's a better looking version of me.
And he's Asian, too.
Mrs. Havisham, let's have a staring contest. 1, 2, 3, go.
Ah, I failed.
A candid moment of our subject, deep in thought. Most likely to be a U.S. Senator. Most likely to be first married. Most likely to win the Nobel Prize. I find this picture to be illogical. I don't trust that cat, not one bit.
Oh yeah, that cat has very evil intentions.
I think I saw this guy in Tucker and Dale vs. Evil.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
Most laid back, class of 2020.
Oh yeah, take a look at that snap back.
This picture is about as friendly as an audit by the IRS.
Well, you know, IRS audits can be friendly. You never know. Oh hey, it's a Mike and I candy comic.
It's a Mike and I Camera candy comic. Licorice Rope.
Well, I kind of wish there were more graduates to look at, but looks like that was all of them. At least all the interesting ones. So now we're going to go ahead and ask about the vehicle, see if anybody can describe it for us. Check with Holly first.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing?
We got some questions here. Count Saint Germain.
Due to my restrictive protocols, I can only confirm that Count Saint Germain is currently a guest at our hotel.
Well, I hope we get to work on that restrictive protocol so we can do some restrictive business.
You're talking about the speeder I saw take off after the shooting? What I can tell you for certain is the last 2 digits on the license plate. They were the numbers 6 and 3.
Oh, that's a good clue. Let's See if Rusty's nerds are... No, no Rusty nerds. We'll check out,
You know,
Archie's.
Murph, I think we make a great team. What can I do for you?
You could grow a couple feet.
That's the most recent photo of Margaret Leonard I could find. Like I said, she's been out of circulation for a while. We were talking about some stuff. Tesla, Romanovs, Fabergé, that sort of thing. He sure seems to know a lot about everything.
Yeah, that's what happens when you stay in school.
No.
I'm gonna let that slide. Just for now.
He'd go on into these weird trances and talk about past life stuff. You know, pretty intriguing until you get to where he starts going on about Atlantis.
Okay, you're a conspiracy theorist who doesn't believe in the legend of Atlantis. You're officially a crackpot.
She's dead? And she was living right here for years! How do you always find yourself right in the middle of everything? You have a gift, my friend.
Why don't you just go ahead and keep nodding your head there, boy. Well, of course he wouldn't know anything. He wasn't even here when it happened. Maybe Clint knows something. It appears Clint will know something.
Wow, that is crazy what happened to Margaret Leonard. Is everything okay with you and the cops?
Yeah, the cops would love to pin it on me, but I think it's all tied to a Mason Bowers who was abducted outside the Ritz a couple of nights ago. I'm just trying to find anybody who might have seen something.
Oh, well then you probably need to talk to Sapphire.
Sapphire? Sounds like some Greek oracle.
Well, I don't know if she's Greek or not, but she's definitely exotic looking. And she's one of your fellow tenants. Her door's decorated like a French nightmare, but it suits her business. So, if you hear any noises you can't identify, you might want to come back later. Not a clue. It's a damn shame what happened to that little lady. And I'm not crazy about what it did to her apartment either.
No, it's nice to know you have your priorities straight, Clint. Okay, I guess we're going to have to talk to the Sapphire later. But let's go ahead and see the electronics shop, see if they know anything about
Not
the
again. You're gonna get me fired. Or worse. Yeah, there was a speeder that took off right after the gunshots. Saw it in my rearview mirror. I got a thing for high-end speeders. This was a 48 Pandian. Sweet ride.
The 2048 Pandian. The sweetest ride you know. Got another clue.
Hello, Miffy. How goes the investigation?
He's a lot more forthcoming now that his best friend died.
Interesting fellow. He was particularly interested in anything to do with Nikola Tesla. He mentioned that he stayed at the Golden Gate Hotel.
Yeah, I already know that, boy.
The speeder that flew away after the gunshots I heard? I'm not sure what type it was, but I did notice that the interior was very unusual. It was all white.
All white interior? I haven't seen that since 80s.
I'm quite certain she was on the run from someone or something. I took care of her as much as she'd let me. I'm very sad she's gone.
She was the only one who would touch my wiki.
Yes, I'm sure that Margaret's items came from the Tesla cache, though the pieces she gave me to sell weren't nearly as valuable as rumors would have you believe.
But she did have a mean blowjob.
I don't think Mojo was around.
I think everybody's pretty happy that you're back to your old self. Except Brooke. That ornery old cuss. No pleasing him, I guess. How are things going for you? Big guy? Talks like he should be on the radio. Yeah, he came in the other day. Didn't seem too impressed with my, cuisine.
I bet that's the first time you even heard that word, huh?
So this is the speeder you think took off after those gunshots and the abduction the other day. I do remember seeing a vehicle. I didn't get the license plate or nothing. I just saw it was one of them nice Pandians. The Bi-Turbo XL model.
The Bi-Turbo XL Pandian. Get it yours now at your Pandian dealer.
Of all the face-melting food joints in all the towns in all the world, you walk into mine. Would if I could.
See, I knew he didn't know anything. Let's go ahead and talk with this Sapphire. See what she knows.
Well, this is a nice surprise.
Likewise, and may I say that the neighborhood has become more friendly and more beautiful than I remember.
No, he couldn't even say that with a straight face.
You know just what to say to please the lady.
Wow, is that a home gym?
So, what brings New San Francisco's sexiest PI to my door? Business or pleasure?
I'm on the clock, so business.
Let's start with business.
How disappointing. Well, we could use that home gym in there to work off some stress. I'm sure you wouldn't mind a happy ending, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's all anybody wants, right? I mean, and they lived happily ever after, that kind of thing.
Fine. You don't want to scratch each other's backs. But what if I don't play ball? Can we still rough and tumble?
Well, Sapphire, don't make me twist your arm.
Oh, you can't make me talk.
We can do this the hard way or the easy way.
Excuse me? Are you threatening me? Because if you are, I'd love to see you try the hard way.
Damn.
I'm sorry, Tex. I got carried away. I didn't mean to hurt you. At least not like that. Do you forgive me?
I'm down, but I'm not out.
Not until I give you a good, firm interrogation.
I'm all yours, Mr. Murphy.
Wow, we got a lot of questions to ask her. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with her. Anyway, let's start with the obvious, the suspicious speeder, so we can get another clue.
It looked black, or midnight blue at first, but when the light hit it just right, I could see that it was actually close to Sapphire, which, of course, I would remember.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and go on through these questions here. Let's ask about me.
You're a tough guy who thinks he's above the law. What girl doesn't like to get a little turned on by that kind of man?
Your door's a little wobbly there.
First, I hear people running around up in your apartment. Then this speeder lands outside. I hear some man yelling and screaming outside the Ritz. Then he runs off with some other people chasing him. After a bit, he comes back, and I hear him outside my window. Sounds like he's talking to himself. Then two other guys catch him, shove him into the speeder. Then I hear gunshots, and the speeder takes off.
Now that is a very concise story. I'm surprised we didn't go to her first.
It's not the nicest place in town, but you can't beat the price. It's a live and let live kind of place. That's not my kind of store.
You forgot the pigeon neck. Can you even pigeon neck? Do you have a neck?
What's she got that I don't? I can tell you one thing that I've got that she doesn't.
I'm talking about my penis.
Gets along with everybody. Makes great food.
You gotta do the little hand gestures with that?
I only met you a couple years ago, so I don't know what you were like before. But I like what I see now. It ain't just your ass that's bad.
I'm just not gonna go there. Let's talk about the hologram.
So spunky. And I love spunk.
Again, I am not gonna hit that. Are those toupees on your shoulders?
That's the guy you think got abducted? I saw him around a few times coming to see you. I thought. He's been videotaping the Ritz.
It's okay, he's dead.
That scumbag detective has been watching me for months.
Probably trying to figure out what the hell you are.
Runs the electronics shop, though he's hardly ever there. Rook's one of my best customers. His tastes aren't as old-fashioned as you might think.
Oh God, Rook's a customer. Oh no.
After Clint took over ownership of the Ritz from Nilo, things got a lot better. He even removed all the bugs and hidden cameras. But that place will literally kill you.
Thank you.
No idea who that is.
Mostly because she didn't act like a bitch.
Now, what would I know about that?
Oh, those blinking eyes, they tell the whole story. I mean, seriously. I've been playing LA Noire for the past 2 weeks. You think I don't know you when you're lying?
That sweet lady used to live here.
Well, that's done.
Well,
So
I finally gathered
never
enough
have to
data
talk to her
identify
again.
the kidnapped vehicle. It's registered to a company called Savant, and the location appears on my map.
So, we got a new location. Let's go.
Now check out Savant was smart, Alex, and find out it's some sort of doomsday cult recruiting candidates for a brave new world. And they believe this world will arrive soon. These boys take their schoolwork seriously.
Okay, we're gonna check out this fantastic place next time. I'd like to thank you for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will be back with more Tesla Effect. Thank you, and have a pleasant evening.